Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Let's go!
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Wait, that green 80! Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe! Play that time! Alert!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Check 3. Check it. Reload.
Brady gets to Michel. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Sugar. Twist. Hey, 66. Watch twist. Rip.
Here's Brady. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Let's go, bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yellow lady. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready? Yellow lady.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, easy.
from the pistol. They run with Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gordon. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch up, switch up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Kill.
They run it here with Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. 5-9.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 34. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry now for Jordan.
At the Patriots' 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
53. 52, 52. Hey, wahoo.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's coming, double up.
On first down, Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, goal 66.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wait, set, 53!
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Shift. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Check it.
57's Mike. Here we go. 25.
72.
Check 26.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Check 26.
Let's go on. No, 66.
On third down, Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Ozzy. 53, Linda.
Hey, watch it. Slam.
Hey, 66.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Von Miller. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. One man in the backfield is Gordon. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll get the football here. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground is Michel. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Wait, that 380.
Check 52 to Mike. Cover. Safe. Hatchet.
Christian travel. Hey, check it.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 17, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there by Gordon. 41 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
It's second and inches at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready, yellow lady.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Von Miller getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady, and the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Focus, defense, focus.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, he's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shadow. Check it.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Check the backer.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
49.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
61, matchbox lights.
Here I come. 36, 36.
72.
Brady now on first down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yellow lady, 12, 12, 12.
Jim. Slam. Alert 3.
On third down, Gordon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Alpha.
Now Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He released it on the ground.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's on EA Sports.
Hey, easy.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
It's me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze able to get this to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready. 95-56.
All day, every day, any day.
12. Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Check 52 to mine. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Opposite.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Here's Breeze. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
50.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going.
I'll get
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 57 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Third down here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Come on, the ball. Kill. You're good. 5-4, ready.
On first down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Don't say nothing.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Breeze is looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Joe Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Put that team on the bus.
Hey, check it. Now.
From the gun, it's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Wait, 20.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
6 guys. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fends him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
It got his man complete. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And it is no good, so maybe a little final act of mercy there, and that's how this one ends. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.